Hey everybody, it's Leilani Lopez and I'm the author of the upcoming young adult paranormal romance Devil's Heir, and today we're going to be going through my floating bookshelves. So, as I mentioned in the video that you're going to see in just a second, I probably have close to maybe 1,000 or so books, definitely at least a couple hundred. I would call myself a book hoarder for sure. I've been buying and holding on to my books since about middle school, and I'm fresh out of college from last June, so that's a lot of books. Unfortunately, I couldn't fit them all in my room since I moved back home after I graduated from college, so I added a couple floating shelves. So I'm going to go through all of the different shelves, talk about what's on there, what's the genre, what I've read, what I remember, what I haven't remembered, etc. So I thought this would just be a fun little video for you guys to give you more of an idea of my type of books. So as I was going through all my shelves, I realized I don't really remember a lot of them. So give this video a thumbs up if you think that I should do a rereading type of vlog or challenge on all these different books, and let me know which one you'd want me to start with. So let's get into the video. Okay everybody, to start off this tour, I'm going to introduce you to my two boyfriends. His name is Dean and his name is Sam. Okay, so this is my my adult, so my paranormal romance section. Most of them are vampire books, so I'll just kind of briefly introduce you to what's on these three shelves. So right here, the first thing I want to mention, these books are all by Jeaniene Frost. Jeaniene Frost is one of my absolute favorite paranormal romance authors. So she writes the, I believe it's called Halfway to the Grave series or something like that. So starting from here all the way to here, these are the original main characters, so these are about Bones and Cat. And then from here to here, these are the spin-offs, so the characters that are in this original series. But these, is it 4 already? Wow, yeah, so 4. These 4 are about Dracula, so Vlad Tepes, and I love his series alone. I adore his spin-off even compared to the original ones, and I freaking love Bones, but I also really love Vlad, so 10 out of 10 will always recommend her books. And then over here we have some other books. So these ones are about werewolves. So she was actually an indie author, but I believe she got picked up. So these are her traditional covers. I think these actually got sent to me a long time ago, but yeah, so these ones are really fun. And then these ones are also really fun. They're kind of, I believe they're based in London and Scotland. I don't remember too much what it's about, but it's about like a woman who has some type of like special ability, but she ends up dating like a werewolf, like an alpha or something like that. Over here I have The Vampire Shrink and its sequel Dark Harvest. So these are about vampires. This one's pretty cool. It's pretty dark. Yeah, it's pretty dark, but it's a fun little series. These ones are by Rachel Vincent. They're about shifters, I believe, and I haven't read them yet. They were given to me to borrow, but I haven't got to them yet. So, moving on. So these books up here, these are by Carolyn Sparks. This is her Love It Steak series. Absolutely freaking adore it. I love that all the characters are connected. And then especially her first couple are obviously my absolute favorites. And I have all the way up till, what is that? Vampires with the something vampire. Oh, Vampire with the Dragon Tattoo. I believe she has even more than that, but I haven't gone to it. So next I have the Patricia Briggs, the Moon Called series, Mercedes Thompson series. So this is about shifters. The main character is actually a fox? Something like that. Something small, and then she ends up dating her neighbor, who is a alpha werewolf. Haven't finished that series either, but I do want to completely reread them, because as you get through, the characters and the world expand, so I don't even remember probably like the last half of the series, so that's definitely something I want to get back to. Over here in the corner, these are the, what is it? Oh, the Chicagoland Vampires. It's another vampire series again. I definitely have to reread them. I kind of remember the first book, but anything after that is pretty hazy. So I'm going to have to get back into this series, because there's more than just the ones on my shelf. Okay, this is going to be hard. Up here is my Lindsay Sands. So basically the entire shelf is Lindsay Sands. This is her Argentu family series. So this is a family of vampires, which is really cool because they're actually just a classic family, super loving, would do anything for each other. They just happen to be some vampires. Over here we have Christine Warren. So this is her series. It starts from the bottom, the one in the white. I can't really read it from here, and then it goes up. So her series has some vampires, it has some werewolves, it has some demons, and some other stuff. In this corner, we just have a bunch of random stuff. So we have some Marta Acosta at the bottom. Those bottom three, if you actually opened the blue one, that is her arc of the third book in her series, Haunted Honeymoon. She sent that to me for a review, and she even signed it for me. Up top, we just have some random paranormal erotica books. Okay, moving on. Coming this way on the floating shelves, we have, of course, J.R. Ward. And if you don't know the Black Dagger Brotherhood and you read vampire romance, what the hell are you waiting for? The series is absolutely fantastic. But I mostly focused on the 6 in the box set, because those are the main brothers, I guess, and then obviously the world expands, but I haven't been able to catch up on those either. We have The Chronicles of Vladimir Todd by Heather Brewer. Fun fact, haven't read any of those, but I bought all of them because I was going to meet her for a signing and just never got around to it, so that is also on my to-do list. Then we have some Melissa de la Cruz, her Blue Blood series. Again, I'd have to reread them. Honestly, I don't even remember what they're about, but I know that series is a pretty huge. Then we have the Vamps novels. Of course, we have Vampire Diaries. And lastly, we have Twilight. Twilight is my life. Moving up, this is just kind of contemporary. So we have some R.S. Gray over here in the corner. If you don't know who Rachel Gray is, she's an indie rom-com writer. She's absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. I recommend following her on Instagram, which I believe is author R.S. Gray. I'll put it down on the screen below. She's amazing. She's just such a beautiful soul, and her feed is just gorgeous. Then we have some random books up here. We have the To All the Boys I Loved Before series. I still need to get the third one, Always and Forever Laura Jean. We have Pushing the Limits and Nowhere But Here. This is the same world, I believe, or maybe not, but it's the same author. These were sent to me a couple years ago for a review, and I remember one of them, which was about a girl who went to go live with her dad, who was a biker, and he was in a biker club. I don't remember which one it was though. Then we obviously have The Duff, The Designated Ugly Fat Friend. Over here we have Anna the French Kiss. And then over here we have Simone Elkolis, and Simone Elkolis will always have a special place in my heart. She was the first book, which one was it? Rules of Attraction, I will always and forever love this book because she showed me that you don't have to be a cookie cutter, you know, clean author, or author who writes cookie cutter, clean teens who don't curse, who don't have sex, who don't do drugs, who don't drink, who don't, you know, do all these things that people wish their teens didn't do. She keeps it real. Her characters have sex in her books. They get into some trouble in her books. They keep it freaking real in her books, and I will forever love her for that because she showed me you can do that. And that's the one thing that I want to do as an author. I always want to keep it real and write characters who are realistic because not everyone is a cookie cutter clean teenager. Let's be real. So I will forever love her for this. I even met her in San Francisco a couple years ago. She sent me a poster of the actors who portrayed the three brothers in her book trailers. And so I believe one of these is, why do I have 3 copies? I don't know. I think one of aha, here we go. This one is signed to me. Leilani, it is awesome to finally meet you in person. Simone Elkelis. And then this one is an arc of the book that I actually found. Was it this one? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what's happening. Like, why do I, aha. Leilani, life is hard, oh, live hard, laugh hard, love hard. So I have 2 of these because I believe she sent one to me because I won one in a contest, and then the other one I happen to already have. So I believe it was this one. I don't remember. Whatever, not the point. Live, love, die for her. Over here we have Dreamology and Fangirl. Okay, moving on. So here continues my young adult paranormal, but they weren't, you know, vampires, so they're just all kind of mishmashed. So we have some werewolves, we have some angels, we have some more angels, we have some more angels and demons, and then we end with some more werewolves. So this is Imogen Rose. So she is actually an indie author. She's the first indie author I ever came across. So she actually put me in her acknowledgements for this book right here, Integration. I will quickly show you. This was an arc that she sent out to me when I was a reviewer back in high school with a pretty big platform. So if you check it out right there, that's me. Hold on. If you can see it right there, that's me. It says Leilani and then Lopez over there. So these are her books. This is her her Portal series. So these 4 books are the Portal Chronicles. So they actually take place in, well, half of it takes place in Mountain View, California, which I thought was really cool because I live right next to it. And then these 3 books, I'm trying to remember, it's a little bit tricky. I believe the first one is about a girl named Faustine. It's the Bonfire Chronicles, and she goes to this like boarding, let me just look at it. Yeah, so I believe she like went, yeah, from the academy. So she went to a boarding school for like people with, you know, abilities. And then this book takes place about after she returns from the academy. And then these books are about the academy. I don't think she's in them. I believe it's just about the academy in general. I don't quite remember. Like I said, I'd have to reread them, but these ones were fantastic. I really, really, really enjoyed them. But I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten the rest of the series, so I should actually look into that. Highly recommend her. Like I said, she's an indie author, so I say you should support her. Okay, over here we have Love and War, Alex and Eliza, Melissa de la Cruz again, and then we have The Merciless on the bottom. Okay, so moving over here, these are just some kind of random, my random shelf, I guess. So we have the Zodiac books over there. We have Gina Showalter, the zombie. Those are actually in order, aren't they? Yep, those are not in the right order. But whatever, her zombie series. Love that one. Love, love, love it. We have The Sea Witch. We have Ghost in the Goth. We have Intertwined. We have the Divergent series. And then we have some Rachel, oh no, we have The Goddess Test by Amy Carter. I adore these books. I thought the premise was absolutely fantastic. I remember finishing the second book and was, these are backwards, I'm pretty sure, waiting for the third one, but it wasn't going to come out for a long time, and I just forgot about it. This was like before, you know, AuthorTube and Bookstagram was really huge, so you just kind of had to remember what books you were interested in. And I forgot, so now that I'm looking at them, I'm definitely going to reread them and buy the third one, because I still, to this very day, want to know what the hell happened. Then we have Rachel. Sorry guys, I think it cut off, so I'm filming this a different day, so I apologize if the lighting is a little bit different. But here we have Rachel Vincent with her Soul Screamer series. I don't remember too much what it's about. I do know it's a paranormal, as it says right up there. I believe the main character can tell when someone's gonna die or something like that. But I do know I actually really enjoyed this series, so I'm definitely gonna go back to it eventually. Here we have How to Hang a Witch, Stalking Jack the Ripper, Hunting Prince Dracula. I do know that there is Escaping Houdini, but I do not have that one out currently or own it. Here we have the Ghost Girl series. Gotta be honest, haven't read it. Bought them because they were on sale and the covers are really cool. So this shelf down here is really special to me because it is my indie author bookshelf. So I can't wait to eventually expand this shelf. So here we have Mandy Lynn, we have Vivian Reese, Natalia Lee, Charity Ryan. So here we have Kristen Martin. I have her entire Alpha Drive series, and I was actually able to grab the last hardcover that was on sale on Amazon. So I'm so excited to read this beautiful book. And if you can kind of tell, the spine is like a little bit off, but that's just the price of being an indie author, since you don't have control over how the books are printed. You just have to hope that Amazon or whatever is the publishing house does it right, but whatever, it is what it is. And then last we have The Savior's Champion by Jenna Moresi. And over on my book, I should mention I have Evelyn's Number by Bethany Atazada over on my personal desk, because that is my current read. Thank you guys for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed that quick little video, and hopefully one day soon in the future, when I can afford a house on my own, I will do a giant office / library room tour, and I'll be able to go through all of the books that I have. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. I love interacting with you guys. Follow me on Instagram. I'll put it down here, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.